What's going on? It's Keinan Briggs, sports consultant and mentor, and just wanted to hit you guys with a quick video about how to get recruited. So if you're a student athlete right now and you're in the space of college recruitment, these are the three things that will help you fast forward your process and hopefully land that dream scholarship. So the first thing that I always see athletes make these mistakes on is knowing their value. But more specifically, it's knowing your projected value. Now, what I mean by that is I might be a freshman or sophomore and only running or jumping a certain distance, right? Only have certain marks, but I don't talk to these colleges because I'm not hitting the marks that they're asking for. Well, that's a big issue, right? Because if you in your heart know that you're going to be hitting these marks and standards, then it's very important that you start the communication now. When you wait until your junior, senior year, or even the last track meet of your whole high school career, and you finally hit those marks, it's too late. Colleges don't know who you are, the money spent, and you missed it. So the biggest thing is make sure that you are talking to coaches early so that they know who you are. You fill out the recruiting questionnaire. So now as you progress and improve, these coaches can see your improvement, your dedication, your hard work, and all the things you're doing to better yourself as an athlete. The next thing is about being respectful with your communication. There's a difference within our communication from each generation to generation. And the college coaches you're talking to are going to be of a different generation. Not saying that there's a wrong or right. It's just there's a certain way of communicating. And many times I get communicated with just very informal conversation skills. And we're not there yet, right? So the biggest thing is make sure you're very transparent and very professional when it comes to your communication skills with these coaches. Many times, email used to be the formal way, but now communicating with a coach, via a comment or via an email or a text message, all these things are now acceptable, even a direct message. I recently got an athlete into a school simply through a DM, right? But when you do make these connections, it's very important that you A, communicate with them in a professional manner, and B, is make sure that you're very transparent with what you're saying and get directly to the point. I had a college coach recently tell me that, he comes into work and he has 100 emails to respond to, and half of them are, I just hit a certain distance, can I have a scholarship, right? That's not going to be respected or not going to be read. Even though it is to the point, it's just not going to be received in a certain way that's loving and caring. And if I'm dealing with the recruiting process and I'm dealing with an athlete who talks this way to me, I'm going to feel like maybe they don't understand the levels of respect and maybe they don't respect adults. So now when they're coming to our school, are they going to respect the process that we're giving them as an administration? So a lot of these things are questions that may play in the coach's mind and affect your process of being recruited. The last thing I do want to say about this communication is when you do talk to coaches, be very punctual. When you do set up a time to call, make sure that call happens at that time. For any reason, if you can't make it, make sure that you do reach out to the coach way in advance with times that you are available and etc. Even if they send you a text message and you're busy at the moment, you can simply respond with, "Thanks, coach. I received your message. I'll be responding to you at 3:30. And then you respond to them at that time with an answer that is very specific and descriptive of what's going to happen next, right? The last thing that's very important is a lot of athletes block themselves from certain opportunities, and these opportunities could be the best thing for them. And what I mean by that is, athletes say, I live in a certain region of a certain state and I want to stay in this area. That's all fine. But the issue with that is you're closing yourself off to many opportunities. There's over 1,500 schools in the United States, and you're choosing to only take opportunity in 5, right? So make sure you're knowledgeable within the process of school when it comes to NAIA, Division 2, Division 3, and Division 1. Be open to all of them. Even if you know for a fact, I'm not going to go to a certain division. Well, then, and a team reaches out to you, to communicate with them about whatever. You can still communicate with those teams and say, I'm not interested at the moment, but let's hear what you have to say, because there might be things that I can take from it and now understand that's what I want as a student athlete. or it could be simply just practice for when you do have that big time talk with your dream school. So those are the three that I think are the most important. A lot of athletes do reach out to me, and these are the issues that they run into. And on the flip side, these are what coaches tell me that are like some things that it just baffles them, that they get a phone call the night before the kids graduate, talking about, I won a scholarship. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.